For the first time in 6 years, our Calgary Flames are in the playoffs, which means our next guest gets to call postseason hockey for the first time in his current job. Flames radio analyst Peter Loubardias here this morning, breaking down the first-round matchup between the glorious Calgary Flames and the pesky Vancouver Canucks.
Yeah, pesky would be one word that people in this city would use to describe the Canucks. I think it's fabulous, absolutely fabulous, and it comes after one of the most magical years I've ever been around in terms of following a team. I mean, if you reflect back, folks, to the start of the year, did anybody really think that it was going to turn out? And yet this group of proud, hard-working, resilient people, they refuse to go away. And even without their captain, losing him at the end of February, and their best player, and Mark Giordano, and still go like 12-6-3 down the stretch. And I know personally, I can't wait for Wednesday, can't wait to get on the plane tomorrow, because I've had a lot of great experiences in 30-plus years in the business, but I've never been a part of an NHL playoff live broadcast.
Here we go.
So it's pretty neat.
This is one of those instances where the whole is really actually greater than the sum of its parts. But break it down for us. How did they get here?
How did they get here?
Yeah.
Well, I would say this, and I've said this all year on our radio shows, is that look up and down their lineup. They had a rookie in Johnny Gaudreau who might be the rookie of the year.
Right.
Sean Monahan, a 20-year-old center who had more than 30 goals.
Yeah.
And then up and down the lineup, probably 10 or 11 players that either had career bests or ended up producing way more than anyone could have ever imagined. So when you take pretty much half or three-quarters of the lineup and they all have career years or, you know, exceed your expectations, this is what happens. And this is the neatest shot of the year. I just said a few minutes ago on Sportsnet 960 The Fan, if you watch Yuri Hudler hug Sean Monahan and Johnny Gaudreau, there's nothing like this kind of time of year when grown men react like little boys.
Much like you are right now.
Right now.
You are excited.
But that's what sports is all about. When grown men celebrate like little boys. That's what it's all about.
That's what Bob Hartley was saying after they clinched the playoffs. Right? He said there were sticks and there were gloves.
Awesome.
He loved
the
it.
The GM hugging everybody as they came down the runway. It was pretty emotional, isn't it?
Talk goaltending, because this is always a key to any playoff run for any team. What do you think of Calgary's goaltending?
Well, Jonas Hiller, in the biggest game of the year, showed why they went out in the offseason and spent $4.5 million for 2 years. In that game against LA, he couldn't have been more rock solid. He's 33 years old, he's got playoff experience, and he's been in a battle all year long with Kari Ramo, and we still don't know his condition in terms of his injury, but this guy's been in a lot of big games. He's played in world championships. He's been in 2 Winter Olympic Games for his country of Switzerland, and yes, he and against Eddie Lack, to start at least in Vancouver, goaltending is always enormous.
A big deal, though, is playoff experience. Flames certainly, let's look at numbers. Flames, 275 games of collective playoff experience. Vancouver Canucks, 806. So considerably more. How much does that count for? Is it,
No, I think it counts for quite a bit, except one of the reasons that the Flames are in the position and in the playoffs is those young guys. You watched that game last Thursday, and to me, the clincher against LA was unlike any other game. When you see Gaudreau and Monahan, these young guys, they're not scared of the big stage. As a matter of fact, on that night, more than any other, they want the puck. They want to make the difference. You know, Gaudreau has won an NCAA title. He won a World Junior Championship. You know, he played great last year at his age in the World Championships. It's about the big stage and wanting to succeed on it where it doesn't. It's like when this lady goes on stage. The stage never gets too big, so she shines.
There you go.
Right? But in all sincerity, you can identify with that.
Sure.
I mean, you go out, there's a chance for a little fright, but for some people it brings out the best. The bigger the stage, the better they get. And that's what I like about a lot of the Flames' young players.
There you go.
Going to be absolutely unbelievable.
Speaking of young players, we have a Calgary Hitman giveaway for you right now. Hitman prize pack to give away 2 jerseys, 4 tickets to tonight's game 3 against the Medicine Hat Tigers. Hit up breakfasttelevision.ca, click on contest, scroll down to daily prizing. Please tell us you're entering for the Hitman prize pack. No purchase necessary. Full rules on our website, breakfasttelevision.ca. This is because Peter's such a huge junior hockey fan.
Yes, I know you've been following everybody all the time. And in case you don't know, Flames kick off the series in Vancouver Wednesday night, 8 o'clock. We'll be watching and listening. Sportsnet 960 The Fan. Peter Loubardias, thank you.
No, thank you.
Have
It's been
fun, man.
Oh, I will. You don't have to worry about that.